and we just, like I said, our brains, whatever, we just adapt to wherever our culture or environment, whatever it is. But
Well,
I never
this
looked at
why I say
myself,
that.
huh?
I say that because you gotta look at pyramids and how things were built back then. Even though we don't possess like the powers we see on TV, they could come in a different form. We have built many structures, highways, put together many programs or what communities or whatever ways to go about life, and all of that came from human beings. And if we're connected to source, that's where those ideas came from. So if we're talking about a source, it has to be God in this question, and that means that He is giving us the power to create our own realities, and that comes with free will and a bunch of other bullshit that we got to deal with along with free will. So it's just the determining factor is on perspective when we talk about God or what we possess as people from God. Because God doesn't just make something for no purpose. Meaning we're here to create. We all just don't know what that is. We're all on separate paths. Or at least that's how I feel about it.
Okay.
I think
Yeah.
it's all knowing, though. As humans, we're not all knowing. So, in order for us to be a god, we would have to know exactly what he knows, and we don't know anything. Even though we think we do, we know nothing.
Not when I say we'll never be him, we'll possess things from him. There are people on earth who do have they create miracles right before our eyes from him. So I'm not saying that, we are him at
You
all. We
can
don't
do
know
all
the
things
mastermind.
too. Right.
But there have been miracles, things that we cannot explain ourselves that we all have
I
seen.
believe it. Yeah, I
So
believe it for sure.
it's just what I feel like Christians, I mean, not just Christians, but religion itself has tainted what God might actually be. And that's the only issue there with me.
Yeah. That's why I say I love everybody. That's why I say everybody can believe. Everybody can believe what they believe and what's, what. Because all of us, I believe we all probably feel the same exact way, about the situation because all of us got hit from different angles with different things. So we can't tell who could be the right one or who's the true truth or something like that. That's why I say I don't believe in it because everybody said that they situation is the truth, but everybody has their own experiences too. So everybody can be true in their own world, and that only go like I said. People, we only make it into so far of how long we can talk or voice it until we hit that grave, because that's when we gonna see the real truth after that. So
We are guessing.
it's so much what ifs and all that. I mean,
We
that's
are
all we
all
can.
religions. All religions are just guessing. We are guessing. And we just stick to our faith. Because
Yeah.
what is faith? Is something believing in something you can't
It's
see.
just belief, right? It's just belief. I tell people beliefs are not facts. It's just one thing we make a fact is our experiences. So we experience something that's supernatural or weird or something that we know because it's stuff that happened in everywhere. But then we tie it into what we got taught. That's what it is. But I believe whatever created us got full control of all these situations, no matter what we believe. That's just how it is. Well, like why would whatever created us limit itself? Like, you know what? Only if you read a book, I'm going to pay attention to you, or only if you in this religion, or only if you know what I'm saying. I cannot think. I would never believe that a creator can just limit itself to one section. I highly doubt that. When you created everything, including Earth and the whole atmosphere, and not atmosphere, but the universe and all this stuff, you created all these things, which we can't do. But I'm just saying, you created all this stuff and then limit yourself to just one section and one book and one spirit. You know what I'm saying? I can
But
never
that's like saying
believe
we
that.
have.
I would never believe that.
See,
But
he
that's
give us
like
free
saying we
will.
have. But that's like saying we have a world. We have a whole world at our fingertips. But even in our world, we have limits, right? There's a road, but you need a car to drive it. You need a license to operate it. right? Yeah, you have this whole world. You
We don't
have
have the whole world, but whoever
we,
created it got it on his finger. Says, "What you?" We
no,
can't
we
be
do.
compared to that.
If you wanted to fly to Florida right now, you could do that, right? But there are ramifications for that, right? You need a ticket if you're going to fly a plane. You need gas if you're going to drive your car, right? Those are things that could limit you from getting from point A to point
You
B.
think? Wait, hold on. You think our creator is limited? What?
No, I'm not saying the creator is limited
Yeah,
because
that's not comparable. We
you said that you don't believe that God would create a world and then give us limits, right? But I'm saying, but we
no,
have
I didn't
limits.
say us limits. I said we can't. We limit God. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Right. I don't think God is going to limit himself to. That's what I was saying. He's not going to limit himself to one book. He's not going to limit himself to one religion, one spiritual, one, not even Earth. I think he can go beyond Earth. He can be looking at stuff that's going on. He probably making judgments on Jupiter, some weird looking bugs that's probably on there. You know what I'm saying? I think he got full control of this whole universe. He made it all. You see what
Yeah,
I'm saying? So I
he
don't
give us.
think that our creator is going to limit itself to one section because that's what, that's how we believe it or whatever. But
He give
I
us.
just can't see it, and I think that omnipresent thing is real, and I do believe that our Creator is in everything, in grass and everything, whatever you want to do, and if it want to make the choose to make it not exist, just like He made the choice to make it exist, yeah, that's at the fingertips. You know what I'm saying? That's whatever. If He wanted to make Jupiter disappear out of nowhere, it wanted to make Jupiter disappear, can do it. You know what I'm saying? Even though our eyes wouldn't believe it can do it. You know what I'm saying? All this got here for a reason. Like always, that's how I look at it. Life is that's why that's why I live. I look at life as a mystery itself. As much as scientists want to say that they know so much, but that stop at some point. Scientists don't know everything. They can't even make it that far. So it's gonna always go back to some point of faith and belief. So something created all of this, no matter how we want to look at it. And it's a plan behind it, but we might not know it because our human brains can't take it. We might not know it, but I know it's something to it. That's the only thing I know is we here for a reason. That's the only thing we can live up to.
Well, we're here for discovery. We're here to discover the Earth. That's it. So that's why scientists keep
Explain. Yeah.
every generation push the world go further. Remember, plane. This last 100 years is the most advanced civilization ever in history. This last 100 years, the planes didn't start making till 1908. Then cars, and then we had train systems and all that kind of stuff. So, but that was the 1800s, the trains and all that stuff. But every
There it
generation
goes. Candy just said it.
and now we're trying to go to space. You know what I'm saying? By within the next 10, 15 years, we're going to go on a space on vacation, probably move up there. So we here as humans to push the earth forward. And that's why it's important to have kids and families and all that stuff so we can have more kids that push the world further. That's what we're here for. Discovery and push our generation further. All this thing and stuff we got going on has got nothing to do with why we're here. We're here to push the earth forward and to explore and discover what the greatest secrets of the earth.
I'm scared to have kids. You crazy.
You said what happened?
Oh, y'all heard me.
What you say? Ooh, no, She just she went in on us. We caught her too. The good one. I know what you're saying in the mute. Say nah.
Yeah,
I did say we are different ways to how to live. I believe we are all different examples of how to live life, and I always say that. And another thing, I figure that we all impact one another in some type of way. That's what I believe, and I think that's factual too. That's most definitely factual because I think everything that happened in this life is to impact us in some type of way. Like even if we don't know how it impacts us, it still impacts something. It made some type of shift in life. Even if it's just a ant we crushed by mistake, you know what I'm saying? All that stuff makes something, the next thing happen. Even if you breathe in a piece of air that somebody else supposed to breathe, it's just stuff like that. When the baby passed away early, stuff like that, they still made an impact. That it still was an experience. So yeah, we all here just like our ancestors, all that stuff. They impacted us in some type of way. All that stuff is just, but we probably wouldn't know the true purpose because it's some reason why we here. We just can't find the answers for real. But all I can see is that what we doing right now, we impact each other. That's one solid thing I can see. And we all, just like you were saying about the growing thing. Yeah, we multiplying. Some people can't have kids and stuff, but still, I mean, we multiplying from different angles, even if it's foreign babies and all that stuff. It's still some type of multiplying.
Yeah.
We all humans.
She just said religion is organized. I agree with that because what religion does is to help shape society.
Yeah.
In a belief system. Because it's an idea. Without that, we'd be in chaos. You know what I'm saying? We needed something bigger than ourselves to look up to and to. I don't want to use the word worship, but we use something.
I know Candy be preaching and stuff. I like what she's saying down there. That's exactly how I feel too. Yeah, because she's saying it. It's organized. It's just an organized spirituality. That's what it exactly is, and it all is tied together. And that's a good way to look at it. But a lot of people don't want to look at it that way. I choose to be Christian, but I recognize and that's what I be trying to do. I think just in general, besides even religion, like the other things that divide us, like politics and your skin color, beliefs, all type of things. Like people fail to look at similarity. They rather look at differences and think we gonna get some type of unity out of it. If we keep looking at differences, you're not like me. You didn't struggle as bad as I went through. My traumas and competitiveness, it get bad. You know what I'm saying? And we will never get anywhere. So it don't cost a thing to try to look at similarities in something. That's the best way. But people are so competitive and ego driven. Everybody just want to stay in what that's the reason why. And people gonna realize we are our own enemies. That's just how it is. Like we be thinking like, okay, the YT people, they suppressing us or something like that. But y'all don't realize it was a certain time in our life, which I can believe, that we did it to ourselves. We enslaved ourselves. We did all that stuff because it's just people that's on here. That's why I be saying that this war is bigger than just the skin color. You know what I'm saying? It's like we would do our own selves in if we had the chance, but we make excuses about it. Because, they put this in the thing, it's liquor stores and all this stuff. But no, it's still gonna go back to our natural or just our ways. We got evil ways. You know what I'm saying? It's all about the discipline and stuff. But if we had money and the shoes were reversed, it would be the same exact world. It'd just be the black people that's racist or something like. You know what I'm saying? It'd just be the same exact thing. We would do this. We are not innocent just because of our skin color. That don't make us innocent. I mean, I can get that we in America or something like that make us, but of course that's the extra stuff that's going on. But it's like a deeper problem that we got going on right now. We can't play it like, even though I could see if we was trying our best to be innocent, but we not. And they're not all, and the other people that's not like us is not all bad either. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, but people don't want to take that time. I guess that's a harsh reality for people to look at because a lot of people just rather be separated. But it's the thing we got taught since we was younger. The things we got taught, people are evil if they don't look like us or if they don't talk like us and all that stuff. But we could have been, I always look at it, we could have been one of them people. That wouldn't be fair for somebody to treat me a certain way because I grew up a different skin color and I got to get tied into the rest of them and I ain't did nothing what they did. You know what I'm saying? That just is not fair. And people don't want to look at fairness and stuff. Well, I'm not them and they not going through my problem. Everybody on this earth got their own problems. Even if it's your brother and sister and y'all been in the same household, y'all both experience life two different ways. That's just how it is. We're going to have our own struggles. We're going to have our own stresses. We're going to have our own things. So what's the point of comparing all these things? You're not as bad as me and all that stuff. But if you want to say that, it's people that's literally out here worse than you. As long as you living, what are you complaining about? You know what I'm saying? I just don't. It's crazy. People just need to wake up. People got to wake up, man. We lucky but we always compare ourselves to other people and be like, man, they got it and I don't got it and it could have been this way. No, first off, we got to put in the work. And like I said before, I think I even put that on the post. A lot of time we be crying about stuff we not even trying. You know what I'm saying? We be crying about too much stuff and we didn't even put any type of work in it. We might try to go for something and then it didn't work for us. Oh, that's because of that. That's getting holding me back. But a lot of times it's that we not even I don't know, man. It just be crazy though, but whatever. But yeah, the war. We in a bigger war than people think we are.
Yeah,
Mental war.
I think the African American community, I think after a certain point, like we got to stop pointing the finger. I mean, of course,
One day,
things are still happening, so of course, and things are still happening because the color of our skin. So,
right?
I mean, certain situations are not, you know, they're not wrong about, but I feel like, examples like liquor stores in the community and like all this stuff, which again it is true, but I tell people all the time, I'm like, we are society. Like, because people blame society, people say society this, society that. Well,
Right.
what do you think society is? Society is a group of people. We are people in a
Mhm.
group. So it's like, if you don't want liquor stores at every corner in your community, shut them down.
Right.
If you want grocery stores in replace it of that, do that. Like, the thing is that, like, we have this bad habit of wanting change but not wanting to take the necessary steps to make that
Change
change.
ourselves. Right. Exactly.
Right. So it's just like, no, it's like, I understand how we got here is because the color of our skin and the bad things that have happened to us because the color of our skin. I get that. But that does not have to be like that. People are like, "Oh, it's just the way that it is." It doesn't have to be. We don't have to, when we drive down the street, we don't have to see a liquor store every 2 blocks. We don't have to see, what I'm saying, like
Everybody
bodegas
doesn't
that
have
don't
to
have food
drink
but
it.
have,
Not buy
everything else in there, like junk food. Like, we don't have to have those things if we don't want them. Plain
You
and
don't.
simple.
You don't have to buy it. Exactly. You can just
Yeah, you
like
don't have
people
to
Right.
take
do it.
responsibility for themselves. Like liquor store got nothing to do with it in the neighborhood. Like
Right.
have to do today if you don't feel like it. Like you know what I'm saying. You don't have to buy the cigarettes. You don't have to buy the
Mhm.
alcohol. You can go read a book. You can go work out. You can learn something and improve yourself and get better in life and keep getting better and getting better.
Right.
Like this, they think they're blaming. They always blaming outside stores stuff. Like all this stuff got
As
nothing to
long
do
as they
with.
take it off yourself.
Yeah, look in the mirror. Like how we started the whole conversation.
Right. It's too much though. That's too much.
It's crazy. Like all this stuff got nothing to do with nothing. The last 40 years got nothing. She got rich. People should got rich in the last 40 years. It's crazy to me.
Yeah. They gonna keep holding on to this same thing that we done got taught. Use it as a crutch. So we can't keep bettering ourselves because we don't want to. We so lazy now. That's just what it is nowadays. People
Two
just
thousand.
getting to a point they just gonna keep making excuses, but some people gonna grow. But then when you grow, you get looked at a certain way. What is you? You not one of us? Are you supposed to be crying like me and all that? I'm not
White
about to
tea
do all
talking
that,
points.
man.
You heard that
Somebody
one?
got to break the cycle.
You hear that one, Kev? They said this is the white tea talking points. The patriarchy.
Oh boy, I get all that, the coon and all that stuff. Like, dog, so I gotta be, I gotta talk in misery so I could be. That junk crazy, man. I grew out that stuff, man. I'm living life just like everybody else, man, to the best way I can. I always had this. I think it take a strong mentality. I had this as I grew up. Like, no, ain't nobody hold me back. I'm the one that proved my life the way I wanted to. Nobody gonna tell me about me because if they do, I'm gonna try my best to show the opposite of it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you a person that always gotta say something, or you got a bad attitude problem. I'm not about to. I was always the type like I was so competitive with myself. That's why I say it's good ego and bad ego the way you use it. That next time they not about to catch me. Look, and I'm not about to make them. I'm trying to make sure I'm gonna show them that they wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'm like no, so I'm gonna show them that I ain't got no bad attitude, and I'm not gonna confirm it. You know, I'm about to hold my emotions. I'm going, stuff like that. I just always been competitive in that type of way, or trying to use my ego in a positive way. Because even like when I be saying about the signs and all that stuff, I'm not about to because a sign told me I'm supposed to be a certain way. I'm gonna be that. No, I'm not about to do all that stuff. Ain't no sign,
Don't get
none of
me
that gonna tell me that.
started on that. Oh my gosh. Don't get me started on that. Listen. Oh my gosh. I don't have enough time in a day. And I'm not gonna hold you. When I was a kid, I used to read them zodiac things and be like,
Yeah,
oh my gosh.
it was fun.
It was so fun, but then after a while, it's just like, all right, whatever. Like it don't even make no sense. But nowadays, people like, I'll be trying to have just like a regular conversation with somebody, and they'll be like, "Oh, what's your sign?" And I'm like, I'm walking away now because you're not about to sit here and try to tell me about myself because you think you know about me because
Mm,
of the day that I was born and the year that I was like, bye. No, that's
I
not what we're
noticed that a
doing.
lot of them got the worst attitudes too. There's two things, and I ain't gonna try to put it out like that. I know there's a person that don't believe in a God and a person that believe in them signs, right? They be having the worst attitude ever because it's like they have nothing else because like I said with the sign thing, right? And that's the reason why it became a red flag to me nowadays because it's a lack of accountability because whatever your actions happen, you're going to say I'm acting this way because the way the stars align, so I'm acting this way or whatever. So I can't get with stuff like that. And then like
When
when you
Mercury
don't
is in
believe
Gatorade.
that, huh?
When Mercury is in Gatorade.
What the heck?
Well, they say because they say, oh, like Mercury is in retrograde, so like, if they have a bad attitude, they'll be like, oh, Mercury is in retrograde, and I'd be like,
What?
you mean Mercury is in Gatorade? Because
Right.
what does the planets have to do with your attitude? Like, what does
Right.
you being born in June have to do with your This has nothing to do with when you were born. It's just you suck as a human being. Like, fix
That's
yourself.
all. Right. People do not like to own up to it. That's why I got so deep on that. I would think I was going back and forth with this one chick before, and I'm like, and she was really super serious. She really believed that she is that, and there's nothing else she can do about it. So I'm like, you basically saying you got a sign saying that you not marriage material. That's what you saying. Because I'm like, ain't nobody about to put up with you being stubborn and all this stuff because your sign say it and stuff. So you believe you can't change from being that way? You think you stuck because of that? I think she even got to a point. Well, I ain't meant for everybody, or I just ain't meant or something. I'm like, dog, you really that deep into this situation that you willing to not have? And yes, she had a kid and everything. You
Yeah,
really,
that's
that's too serious. So you don't want to
She's a
change that
Gemini.
bad
She's a
that you rather
Gemini.
blame your situation on some stars.
She's a
That's
Gemini.
wild.
She's a Gemini, so it can't work.
You right.
She's right.
I'm gonna say this before I drop. What was I gonna say? Words are powerful. Life and death is in the power of
Facts.
the tongue. So when they say stuff like that, it's like you don't know what you're saying about your life. Like that's
Facts.
very dangerous to like put those negative connotations, about yourself based off of your sign. Like that's crazy.
Oh,
You didn't know that English language is the weakest
you under
language?
driving a hollow?
What?
The English language is the weakest language.
I'm out of here because if Kevin says one more thing about me in the car, we gonna fight. So I'm gone. I'll talk to you
I thought it was a
later.
high low.
Bye, Kev.
All right, Kayla.
But yeah, I was saying like I heard this thing the other day. Like the English language is the weakest language, and it's
Oh my.
because it's the most popular language, so they make it easier. And I was doing some
Yeah.
research, and I realized it's true because even in the law, right? If you get like law, read a contract. In the contract, the words that they use is not what it's not the like how we talk. It's like, "Yeah, okay, but I'm gonna see you tomorrow at 9 o'clock. Sign. Now it's gonna be like, I hereby be there at 9 a.m. partial. You know what I'm saying? They use all kind of words that doesn't make any sense, but that's the older language coming from the Greek
Mm-hmm.
language. And those languages are more certain. And that's why they use those words because whatever they say is more certain to what it means.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yo, I'll see you around 7:30 tomorrow. Like that's so much room in that you know what I'm saying? There's so much wiggle room in those words where and I was like, that makes so much sense. So I don't know how you feel about that, but that's what I
Yeah. What the
like.
what
Even
the
in the Black's Law, there's a Black's Law in the dictionary. I just came across it not too long ago, actually. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
most of the words is written in Greek. Like
You you said that wait, English make it more complicated or other one? Which one is it?
so they said the English language is the weakest language.
I
But
get you.
the older language is more complicated because we don't talk that way. We don't talk in I hereby or thou shalt not.
That was right. Hereby.
Like, go back in the contract.
Who
Go read the contract.
be?
Read it in the contract you have. Read it and you see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. It's like the words that they use. That's why a lawyer reads a lawyer's contract because we can understand that stuff. We don't talk that way.
Uh-huh.
And they say they're trying to explain to you. It's pretty much saying, if you don't come to work every other day, you get fired. You know what I'm saying? This whole 2-page of gibberish just to say that. So it made no sense.
Or it'd be like 14 words in one word, basically.
Yeah. So, and that's why I say that makes so much sense to me because the way, because like she was saying earlier, how the words are spelled, so we talk the way we talk every day. We end up using some bad words about
Welcome back,
ourselves.
Candy.
So it's that shit's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Candy, that my boy was so lucky, man. I was trying to go competitive mode. I just wanted to see what he was gonna do. I just got my profile in there. I was ready to. My changes was not come. So, man, I was about to hurry up and take that first place real quick. But you had to leave. I was about to, boy. I was like, you want to be in competition with me? All right. I done went and got some extra money I shouldn't even got out. You know, now I got to catch up on my phone. Be a second, I'm talking to him, but nah. I'm like, Doug. I say, oh, he's trying to do some competition. I ain't doing that again, dog. I was out there messing around. I just wanted to see. I wanted them to get your live going and stuff. 'Cause I know you get your followers up and stuff. Right. I knew you were gonna get him. He's like, hurry up, right? I know you was like, hurry up and leave, hurry up. I said, all right, you get his shine, man. But shoot, I just stopped in. I usually come in during my lunch and stuff just to support and stuff. So I know you trying to get y'all thing going. Get a couple of, you know what I'm saying, a couple of dogs in. You know what I'm saying? I just spit all in the mic and stuff. Oops. But yeah, I ain't that good. I'm gonna let you have that. I can't take it. Yeah, for sure. I know you gotta live your life. You know what I'm saying? Gotta do that. But yeah, man, I guess I'm gonna give y'all another half hour though. If y'all I see there's a few more people came in here, man. Share the like 10 people if y'all can. 10 people, some new people, man. Some of y'all friends might actually like me, you know what I'm saying? I've been learning that lately. People be hiding friends and they actually end up liking me, you know. We need to get that going. Some people don't like me, but some people stay and don't like me too. That'd be funny too. That joke be funny. I ain't gonna lie.
Shit.
What was I getting to? I
But
forgot.
I'll tap back into my. I can't believe it's Wednesday already. Shit.
You're right.
Nearly week.
Hump day.
It's Thursday.
Lovely. I see you out there hugging lines. I see it down there.
But man, I'll see you. I'll tap in tomorrow, Richard, man.
Oh yeah, for sure, my brother. Appreciate you.
Uh-huh.
That's what I see. I guess I can try to see what I can expand on this a little bit more. Man. Yeah. And we gotta learn that ability. We got to learn, man. Do it. Everybody switching spots and stuff. There's one person drop, the other person come in. Since I see you in here, we go ahead and show you, you know what I'm saying? I got it on. There you show. Got the humble jerk on your feet. It's all over there, though, man. Oh, they gotta knock the light off. Chill, got the twerking dog in my face. Chill. Good looks, Candy. Got that little twerking dog in there. Hold up, man. Dang, my whole light just came out. I'm about to listen to that drinking stuff, man. Hey, everything just went out. Turn that back on, man. Got all dark, man. You already know, humble. I got you, my brother. Oh, yeah, and good looks again. Candy, I can feel it when you talk. Every time I want to sing that song. uh, what was I getting to though? Hey Kev, I ain't hear you say nothing down there, Kev. Would you think you too good for somebody or something, bro? Just gonna sit down there at that box the whole entire time and ain't say anything would contribute though. That's wild. But whatever. You sit down there, man. You can be a little fan or something. Be a little fan. uh so this overall thing is the reason why I came up with this topic is that um I know a lot of us we Kev is protecting Kev. Y'all get in the box, I can't. He said, why you can't get in the box? He your groupie. Right, exactly. Kev over there being a groupie, bruh. Or maybe he trying to learn something. Maybe I don't know. You know. So the overall thing of this topic, like I said, is we claim we want to become better, we want to, progress in life and all this stuff. We can't. We got to learn when to let people go and situations go. And that's what I mean by situations is things that happen in our past. You know, we can call them mistakes if you want to. Things that you done, things that, I mean, even if you lost a finger or something like that, all that stuff, we gotta just let those situations go and just live with what we got right now and make the best out of it. Everybody is literally not in here to be part of our life. That's one thing I learned. That's the reason why I talk about literally everything. And I talk about stuff, and I ain't gonna lie, I do talk about stuff just to see if people gonna get triggered. I ain't gonna lie. But the thing is, it's for my own good, you know, because I just don't need, I'm not trying to be like that. I don't need, I guess I'm going to say it like this. I just don't need weak people in my group. Because if I'm trying to make a movement for us to get better and stuff, I can't, I can't be held back by people's feelings or people that choose not to heal themselves. You know what I'm saying? That choose to look at things from one way. You know, if we want any type of growth, we just can't have it, you know? So everybody ain't meant to, that's why I always say all the time that everybody's not meant to be on the same boat. So that's going to go back to that with that you got to just let people go. And some people just going to go on their own too because everybody can't handle everything. I'm a firm believer of that. I mean, and I understand that too. People going to not strongly dislike you. They're going to have this thing against you for forever. I mean, it is what it is. But that's why I mess with Kendrick Lamar. He be saying so many songs. Everybody agree different. He got a song about that. And you can't please everybody. He got a song that's like that too. And I realize, and it making more sense day by day. That's why I say it's no point of really walking on eggshells and not speaking your mind. You might as well speak your mind, what's inside of you, and see what how people take it. Because all of us gonna speak different and stuff, and everybody gonna handle it different ways. But if you can't handle it, I'm not forcing nobody to stay or stick or anything. Exactly. You can't. That's like real talk. No matter how good you want to be, no matter how bad you're gonna be. I don't know how to look at it, but everybody not meant to be your friend, even if you want to be your friend. That's why I realize it's like, and like I say, I stay how I am. If I could become better, I'm gonna do that on my own terms or whatever. But I gotta fit what I feel is most effective from what I know. That's all I can do. I can't change because of somebody told me to change. Like people like, I don't like your delivery. I don't like, all this other stuff. I'm not about to do that. But it's people that's actually getting my message through it. You know what I'm saying? Because right now, I feel like I'm a person that's trying to tough you up for this world. Because if you keep going off based off delivery and how people talking all this stuff, you only hurting yourself. That's all you doing because everybody in this earth or in this world is not gonna sit here and be like, you know what, that's they go Kev right there. We gotta make sure we don't talk about that in front of them. Let's not say that. I mean, and all I'm gonna do is walk and cars just gonna move out of my way or something like that. No, that's not real life, man. So That's why I be trying to get people. And we got this life is tough, so we got to toughen up ourselves, men and women. That's just how it is. None of us is babies. We got to even toughen our kids up because we can play, we can be sensitive, all this other stuff, but the world don't play that. They just don't play that. That's real life. We're gonna hurt ourselves being that way. We get manipulated that way. We get easily influenced, persuaded, and all that stuff. If we don't stand for something, we ain't gonna get anywhere. That's just how it is. That's just real talk right there. People, and that's what I'm saying. If people can't take certain deliveries and all this silly stuff, you gotta stay. Let's live your life because in order to make movements, we gotta first adapt to what we got right in front of us and try to find a way to escape from a different route. That's just how it is. We gotta and then gotta start off with ourselves first most of the time. So just as much as I be talking about this, I don't realize a lot of people I don't like being held accountable. You can't hold people accountable, all this other stuff or whatever. But I believe this is really one of the key things. If we can literally talk to one another and tell each other what we probably have to work on or whatever and put this ego to the side, because that's the main thing that be hurting us, our pride and this ego. Once we learn that, hey, we don't know everything and there's things I do have to work on and stop making this competition, well, you got to work on it too, not just me. Once we start doing all that, because people tell us stuff for a reason. You know what I'm saying? You got to take the time and listen, like, is this really affecting me, affecting my life? And I'm just not addressing it and I'm choosing just to, hide from it. You gotta look at that. But I drifted off a little bit. I mean, I was still on top a little bit, but it is situations you just gonna have to, you gotta let that situation go and let that person go. Let them go. Even if it's a group or something like that. That's just how it is. You got to. Because like we be trying to make things stick that shouldn't. We're not ready for everybody. We're not ready for, that's just what it is. Then we get disappointed. And that's why I even like right now, because like, I'm single or whatever, and I'm preparing myself, and I have been lazy and stuff because I know I could have been searching and all that stuff, but eventually I will. I feel like when it just really hit my spirit, or if I get somebody that come, when the opportunity comes, it's going to be there. But I even look at it like this: even if I'm preparing myself and all this or whatever, I'm still happy that I'm making the best out of life while I can, because you're the only one that can make the best out of your life. It shouldn't take another person to make the best out of your life. You know what I'm saying? That's what we mess up at a lot of the times. We make connections and stuff where we feel like, but no, every human has got their own mind. Even our own kids gonna have their own mind. But I look at it, even if I feel like I picked the perfect wife or whatever you want to say it, right? Even if I picked that, and even if it didn't work the way I wanted to, because I'm not scared. I'm not scared. The thing is, I want to be smart in my pick, but I'm not scared of it fail. And that's what a lot of things is. Once we get out, I'm not going to go with anybody. I'm going to stay single for the rest of my life. That's what people be saying, all that stuff. But no, I'm picking with intents, and I'm picking to the best way I can. That's how I look at it. Because I do want to be with somebody. I do want kids. I want all that. But even if I did have it, and I did say I want no less than 3 kids with the person I'm gonna be with, and maybe up to 5. You know what I'm saying? Because I do want to spread. That sounds funny. To spread my love, though, spread my lineage. I guess that's what they say or whatever. And even if it don't work, I want to at least say that at least I tried the best with the best I could with what I know right now, and and still look at the bright side. Like, hey, and I'm not gonna give up. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna still, maybe if somebody else might be set in my life or whatever, and I'm gonna have to work with that situation. But as long as I tried my best and made the best out of it, and don't feel no regrets, because I feel like I'm ready or whatever. That's the best way I can look at it. And that's where that comes with that. The second part, that do I believe everything happened for a reason? Like, if things gonna work or not, it's a reason behind it. If I made that choice, it's a reason behind it. If I, so that's the way I live. And the second part is like to add. I want to make those a tattoo for real. With the everything happened for a reason, and I feel like what's meant is meant. And that's like I said, them two things is what keep me with the optimistic mentality. So even if I like get into it with somebody, when I lose friends, family, acquaintance, or associates, whatever you want to say, or whatever, a job, whatever, I just always look at it. What's meant is meant. Everything happened for a reason. That's the easiest way to keep you from stressing. That's what I do for myself. Man, I don't think it's. I'm not gonna say it work for everybody else. It's only I can only just tell my point of view, and it might help other people. That's how I look at it because it helped me a lot. I can only stay mad about a situation for only so long, but then I always be like whatever. I gotta hit it with that whatever. It is what it is. That's what I'm always sticking with that. That's like my third tattoo I need to make, and them 3 tattoos I need to put on. It's like no, but that's just something I just live my life with. And it help you a lot. You know what I'm saying? It help you have a clear lens. It help you run into, better people in your life. It help you. It's just, that's just how it is. And that's just showing, and that's just make you look at, just appreciate every step you take in your life, even if it's good or bad. That's just how I look at it. What Miss Frizzle say from the Magic School was right. I remember her take chances and make mistakes. Exactly. But I think even with that, right? That is legit though, but I think some people, I want to say take smart chances. That's what I want to say, or take the best chance you feel, if you feel like it's your best, right, for what you know, because some people do live and they live their life. They take some chances that they shouldn't have took, that they know they shouldn't took, and it turned them into like the worst type of person ever. And like I said, I don't believe like whatever happened in the past that is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But it is time. But if you can help people prevent them from going through what you went through, I think that's the whole goal of like our life, anyways, is to help people from. And some people is still trying to teach people the same ways they've been, and because they never learned from what they've been through for real. That's why they teach them the same behaviors to their children and all this other stuff, which turned into that little generational curse thing that they be talking about, aka the generational habits. That's what that is. But yeah, with that, I would say, I mean, I love what the Frizzle lady said though, but I would say try to take the smartest chance you can take. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to make dumb decisions and get dumb mistakes at the same time. People just do that. And one thing I don't want to say, you don't want to make choices based off your desires. You want to make it off your needs for real. Make it off of what you feel. Like we got to look at like the foresight thing, look at how things may play out in the future. Look at and always ask yourself why. That's one thing I always do. Why am I attracted to this person? Why, why is this? Why is that? And then ask and how this is going to play out in my future. Because a lot of us always think about the now, even though we only live in the now. You don't want to, but you still, like I said, you want to still set up for your future. That's just how it is. You want to set up for your future because your now can tear your future up if you're not thinking smart with it. So you want to try to make the best decision, or what was he saying earlier? The best chance. You want to take the best chance you can do, not just take any chance. That's what a lot of people, whatever, YOLO, they live that YOLO life and all that stuff. That's people you don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? You want to take the best chance you can. What's up, Miss Deb? Love that live from earlier, man. I know, like I said, I know people can't take my delivery and stuff, but I'm glad I heard a little bit more from that Jumbo dude. I guess he got a lot of points I take too. I learn. I see some more things though, but I feel like he like a more lighter version of me. But he get his crowd though, and that's why I say, I'm a firm believer that everybody ain't meant for everybody. So just because my delivery can't get to somebody, but I'm glad it's people like him that can help people see the same exact way. Because we was talking about literally the same thing, but sometimes I can understand. Sometimes it be biases or it be some certain deliveries that can only get people to understand. So I realize that a lot. I realize that I might not be hey, yeah, I got you. I seen it right at the end. It almost got me because somebody did get me earlier. But Yeah, and like I said, and that's what you can't. I can't take that to heart. I tell people not to take that to heart. That hey, your message, as much as you feel like you make sense and all that stuff, you might not be that person. That's one thing. You just might not be that person. Yes, Miss Patty. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. So that's one thing, and that's why I be telling everybody that we can't shouldn't take everything personal, man. We not as much as I might want to be the Superman, somebody else might have to be the Superman. It's just not, and we got to realize that, everybody need things from different angles. Everybody needs stuff explained different ways. So, and that's why even earlier when I was feeling the way when I feel like few of y'all was understanding me, but it'd be the one person that just don't want to. But like I said, I got grace. I got grace. Of course, I'm gonna get irritated. I'm human, but I got grace with people that's like that or whatever because maybe somebody else can get to that person, whatever. It just ain't me. I ain't got the patience either. You know what? I'm gonna speak on something real quick. I'm gonna say his name too. It's this dude. The dude named Brandon. His name was Brandon P. Right? That's what made me see that people can really change. People can get hit from a different angle to make them change. And he changed his name to Brandon Change now. I swore that he was the biggest imp ever. But he done changed his whole thing around now. This dude, I was in his live some days ago. I'm like, what the freak? I had to talk to Black Jesus like, bro, what did y'all do to this guy? Cause he talking all the way different now. Cause he used to, bro, it's wild. And I'm like, bro, people can really change on here for real. I did not know that he can change. He's a switcher. Well, I like this. I like this Brandon. Then I'm gonna put it that way because it's like he trying to actually now he's trying to understand the other side. Now if he switch back, I don't know. But I'm just saying it's just crazy that I didn't know that you can change. Like people can change like that. I did not know that. You said how he changed? No, he used to be the like straight up like always trying to take up for bad. Well, he was the guy what I was talking about. We was talking about. I don't know if I can say the word imps. What about he ain't changed? You must ain't went to his room recently or whatever. He be talking about. I'm gonna put it in. This is how bad it is. He be talking about. He done had Fresh and Fit on it. I know a lot of people don't like them guys, and I don't even know how he put that up though. But it's just like in even Kevin Samuels. He got Kevin Samuels on there, and I know people hate that guy. Like he really he went from Panderman to to it's like he went from blue pill to red. Well, I don't know about that pill stuff, but it's just wild though that even Black Jesus is one of his minds. Even uh few people is one of his minds and stuff. Like this dude really he changed. He gotta run me my one still. Oh, you must got something against her. That's what it is. I'm like, dang, you don't want to believe it. But yeah. But from my point of view, yeah, he most definitely a whole different person. That's why I was like, what the freak, this dude? I would have never seen that coming though. And I'm like, I see people can change. I mean, from what I see, that's what gave me faith that I can get through to people maybe one day. I might not be the person, but I can see that some people can make some adjustments. Cause I straight up, I was like, I inbox Blade. I'm like, no, what did y'all do to him? Why is he different now? Y'all late. That's how he started on TikTok. Yeah, I guess what it is. But I guess I acknowledge stuff when I see something. I guess whatever. He could be faking or not. I don't know. But I like the new version and put it that way. Yeah, I don't know. He only affecting himself, I guess, from that point. If it's really like that, but yeah, I still believe people could change. Besides him, I still believe people could change just in general. It might not be him, but I believe people can change their whole rhetoric or whatever they want to call it. They views on things. Yeah, because I got faith in people just like that. In general, even if he faking. But other people, I got faith in it. That's the only reason why I'm doing what I'm doing on here because I believe that a lot of stuff that we be standing 10 toes in and all that stuff, people can people can adjust. People gonna take that time to try to understand one another, especially when the time we start trying to mature, the times we try to um better our life and realize that we probably toxic or whatever, and try, just all this stuff I think we grow out one day, but sometimes it's just not meant for us at that time. Sometimes it ain't that right person to tell us, and sometimes we might go to the grave with that situation. That is what it is. Oh, that's that light skin. Oh, heck, that's just me. You already know I'm always a person that I care about everybody. I wouldn't be doing this on here if I didn't. I got a lot of grace. I forgiven of everything. That's just how I am. A lot of us, and I don't expect everybody to be like me, but I'm just showing another angle that is possible. You know what I'm saying? We can escape it, man. We only hurting ourselves when we don't forgive situations. I really be trying to try to treat people the best way I can, especially the way I want to be treated, or try to show positive energy as best as I can, because this negative stuff ain't getting nowhere. It ain't. It's not getting nowhere. We can't ask for a better life if I was to still hold grudges or anything. We not getting anywhere with that. It's just from our own personal satisfaction, but when it happened back on us, because stuff don't play out the way we want it to. And that's just on both ends. We want to think positive or negative, but I just rather go the positive route. But I'm trying to do the best I can before I get off this earth. I don't want to be off this earth known as somebody that get feared. I don't want to be off this earth knowing somebody that you don't want to be like or something like that. No, I'm trying to be the best I can. That's how I look at it. That's just how I'm gonna be. A lot of us, we take a lot of things so serious and personal, and we affecting other people around us that shouldn't be affected because of our own unhealed stuff that we got inside of us. And a lot of us just really unhealed. That's what it is. That's why that's just what it is though. But that's why I like, and I guess I'm trying to, and I ain't gonna lie. This is one thing I do see I got over a lot of people. I noticed that is that it's, I don't try to, I do hold myself accountable real deep. Like I have got to the point that even if I get mad or if I lose it one day, I'm trying my best to not be that way. I don't make excuses about stuff I do. It's just something I don't blame me snapping on somebody else. I'm on them. Like, I'm really seriously trying to be the best version I can be of myself, because like I'm done with that pointing finger stuff. I can't grow if I keep on telling somebody that you made me do this, you triggered me, or I stooped to somebody else because they done. I just can't do that though, and it's a lot of us that do that, but it take a lot. A lot of us, almost I would say dang near 90% of all of us is just really, we driven off that ego and pride. We all think we the toughest. We all think that nobody can't. But I think it take one day either we got to get humbled or we get humble ourselves to realize that life ain't no joke and anybody can take it for real. Anybody. None of us is that special. None of us. So I mean, why not? Why not use my energy on trying to uplift people or motivate people, instead of playing this same game that everybody be trying to do. Like, I want you to feel as miserable as me. I want you to cuss me out because I'm I can't do it, man. All that stuff is just it gets nowhere. It's no solution at the end. It just make me feel good. But I realize the only reason why some of the times it make me feel good because I have my own internal traumas or issues, and I'm like, and all of us done been through some stuff. That's the thing. But I'm like, no, what am I really doing with this? It's not helping me be nothing better. That's why I say being the bigger person, that's the biggest superpower you could ever have, because it be people that literally be trying to make you mad or just go be like them. And when it don't work, they useless. People is freaking useless without it. If you can't if you can't stoop down to their level, they become freaking useless. Because they want that misery loves company is a real thing. People really want you to be like exactly like them because like I said, every last single person on this earth has been hurt. That's the thing. All of us might take it in different ways, pause. But we all been hurt. You know what I'm saying? So, but we just choose our way, just like go back to with the Kendrick Lamar. We all grieve different. That's some true stuff. We all choose the way we want to do it though. And that's why people be like, well, I choose to go this way, but then again, but you're gonna get all the stuff that comes behind what you choose. You know what I'm saying? I choose this lifestyle. How you gonna tell me about my lifestyle? But then again, but you complaining about your life at the same time. So like make it make sense though. Why you on every last app crying about certain things? Why you on every last sit crying to your family about certain things? But you chose this. You know what I'm saying? How you gonna cry about what you choose? We chose our exes. We chose the people we hang out with. Just because they turn to snakes and all this other stuff, or whatever we want to call it, or back I don't know if I can say that word. They turn to all this stuff. We can't stay mad at it. That's something we chose. But we be mad because, like I said, it be that entitlement mentality and stuff because we want people to be like them. But if we can say, if they had that same energy towards us, somebody can make us be like they want us to be. That's not happening, is it? Right? But we feel like, like I said, a lot of us feel like the world will revolve around us and my attitudes. Imagine that people just follow the way I want to be. You know what I'm saying? Bow down to how I feel and all this stuff. I'm this, you know what I'm saying? That don't work like that. No matter how, you know, like literally all of us can feel like, and that's one thing, all of us feel like we the toughest, we don't want to get messed with. All this other stuff, that junk is not true. When we really look at reality, that's why I'm telling you, I literally had to humble myself. Because if I kept the same mentality I done had since I grew up when I was younger, I'll probably be done for. And the way my dad raised me, he literally raised me, and I had to grow out there to not take none from nobody. I always had that and always kept it that way. And I mean, and it was a couple times I could have got wrecked from having that mentality, but it's like I'm glad I grew out of it because it's like it is some people that's on here that don't have that right mindset. We can think we ain't got it all for real, but it's like I know I mentioned this before, but it's literally people that have nothing to live for. A lot of us got stuff to live for. And still be trying to act like we so gangster and all this other stuff, but we never ran into a real one. We never did. That's why I said, that's why this thing ties into like, what do you prioritize most? You know what I'm saying? A lot of us be forgetting about the kids we got. A lot of us forget about the family we have because we want to be a gangster that bad. But like I said, it's some people that don't got kids or a family. You haven't ran into them one day. And then all they care about is how you look at them. All they care about is how you know what I'm saying? That's all they care about. And they will end your life in 2 seconds. They made it too easy now. They literally made it too easy for people to end each other. That's just how it is. So that's why I'm like, you know what? Forget all that. I can't be tough guy. I can't be feel like I'm the strongest. I choose not to do that. I ain't fight, I cry, I'm pressure. It's right. I feel you. Hey, you know, it's supposed to be like that especially for women. Let me not say that though, and make it trigger people. What you try to say, women? You know what I'm saying? But I feel like that is I would never recommend a woman to fight. I would rather them, you know, use their powers. Like the women do have a power of persuasion and motivation and all that stuff just being feminine off their voice and stuff. Like women have a lot of power for real. You know, men will literally go out their way, especially for a feminine woman. They will literally go out their way. You know what I'm saying? If I went through the, you know what I'm saying? The next minute you got money just for crime. you get protection just for whatever, you know what I'm saying? Just for even, being whatever. You could say the negative version, or just even just, just being you, being being women like, soft and kind and all that stuff. Like the world literally serves you for being that way. And even me being a man, it feel good to do that for a woman. It just feel good. It's just something that's inside of us that make us automatically want to cater, to women when that's very feminine and you know what I'm saying. You